Welcome to this year's Second Harvest TV special. Thank you for tuning in to learn more about your local food bank and our journey toward ending hunger in Northwest Missouri and Northeast Kansas. Over the next 30 minutes, you'll catch a glimpse of our dedicated volunteers and staff members in action as we work together to help the 49,000 children, families, and senior adults facing food insecurity in our community. You'll get to hear testimonials from neighbors who utilize our services, and we'll teach you how you can get involved. So stay tuned. We hope you enjoy this Hunger Action Month special. Let's kick things off with some news from our CEO, Chad Higdon.
Thank you for tuning in with us for this year's TV special. We appreciate you taking the time to learn about Second Harvest and our dedication to a hunger-free Northwest Missouri and Northeast Kansas. As you may know, we have been working diligently for the last several years on an expansion project that will help us meet a goal of reaching more children, families, and senior adults in our 18-county service area. I am proud to announce we have begun the construction of our cooler, and we are looking strong as we head into the fall. I would also like to take this time to thank the community for your tremendous support throughout the past few years. We could not feed our neighbors in need without the continued help from donors, volunteers, advocates, and friends of the food bank. There is no such thing as a small show of support, whether it be sharing our social media posts, stopping by for a tour, talking to a friend, or setting up a food drive. It all makes a huge impact to those we serve. During my time with Second Harvest, I am grateful to have made meaningful partnerships with people I can proudly consider friends of the food bank. It's a blessing to have the opportunity to build strong connections for support with our partner organizations who are dedicated to bettering our community. We encourage you to take in the stories from our neighbors and partners throughout this TV special. If you would like to know more about what we do, please give us a call. We are proud of what we do and love to show others how they make a difference in the lives of the neighbors we serve. I hope you enjoy the show.
We believe every child in our community deserves a well-balanced meal, whether they're at school or home. Without 3 daily meals, a child isn't able to focus on learning and growing during this crucial part of their lives. That's why Second Harvest is proud to host the Backpack Buddies program, the weekend feeding program where children can receive a healthy breakfast, lunch, and a snack each weekend throughout the school year. This past year, we provided over 2,500 bags per week to over 50 schools throughout our area, but we can't do it alone. This is where our amazing donors step in to bridge the gap. With a donation of $199, you can help sponsor a student for an entire school year. If you'd like to know how you can help, visit www.shcfb.org or scan the QR code on the screen.
So in our community, we are a Title I school, so we have all sorts of income, and we have several families that are on free and reduced lunch. We have families who their job status will change, and that makes it harder to get food. A Backpack Buddy is kid-friendly pantry snacks that they can store at home out of the fridge if needed, and they have really good food in them this year, like Cheez-Its or another type of cracker. Beef jerky is one that the kids really have liked this year. Usually there's some type of drink in it as well.
My name is Abigail, so I used to receive Backpack Buddies in grade kindergarten through 4th grade. Backpack Buddies were really helpful to me because sometimes at home I wasn't allowed to eat, so I kind of relied on the meals that I got at school and the Backpack Buddies just in case I didn't get to eat at home. So, I'm really grateful that I had the opportunity to have something like that in the community that I grew up in.
This year, Backpack Buddies have changed, and there aren't any cans that you would need a can opener for, so they're all very kid-friendly, so if parents aren't at home and can't help get them a snack, they're able to open it very easily on their own.
We would get them at the end of the day, like right before we got onto the bus, and they usually come in like that, but inside of a little black backpack.
I think why I care so much about this is really the work I did with the previous school I was at for several years. We had students that they truly didn't have food at home. I think it's a little different here at Riverside. but you never know what is going on at a student's home. And I know for some students at my previous school, they truly did not have anything as a snack or a meal. I know there were some students, if they missed school on Friday, they didn't get to take a backpack buddy home, and they had nothing that weekend to eat.
It was just really great to have something like that in case like I did not get to have a meal at home. I had no idea where these came from. And now being able to go to college and learning through like my textbook and then being able to internship here, I've learned so much about like the processes you guys go through to get the food you get, to pack it, and to distribute it throughout the community. And I think it's really great to be a part of something like that.
Hunger can affect our neighbors no matter their age. While our Backpack Buddies program is great for providing healthy meals to elementary-age students, we know many families who utilize that program may have older kids too. The solution? Campus Cupboards. A campus cupboard is a food pantry located on school grounds inside of middle, high school, and college campuses for enrolled students and families to access during the school year. We're currently providing between 500 to 600 bags a month. These cupboards are run by school counselors, nurses, and other school staff in order to keep all visits anonymous. Second Harvest helps schools stock the shelves from food drives helped by people like you throughout the year. If you'd like to support this program, scan the QR code on the screen.
Campus Cupboard for us at this school means that we are getting some supplement food items that is not income-based. And here at our school, some of the things that we're finding in our campus cupboard in our bags would be pastas or tomato sauces, cereal, which is always a good thing for kids, macaroni and cheese, and some fruit items. So I know that we would have some kids that would be coming to school on Mondays hungry. That child is not going to have the memory and retention, their learning strategies that are just kind of bottomed out. So we want to make sure that we're giving them the best opportunity for their education by giving them some stuff in their food in their stomach. I would talk to a parent who specifically said to me, you know, it's made the stress in our household a lot less because we're able to stretch that dollar and because we have some extra food, and then we don't have mom and dad that are, you know, maybe upset with each other or a child that's hungry. And so it's just been a success. We all, and I tell this to any of my new parents, we all have been in that boat where we needed that extra little money to make ends meet, to stretch that dollar, especially now in our economy. There's nothing wrong with that. We're here to help you in the home life part of it and family well-being, as well as being, you know, here in the education part of it.
Hi, this is Rod Dolph, District Store Director at the Hy-Vee store in St. Joe, Missouri. We are pleased to announce that we've teamed up with Second Harvest in their Roundup campaign here at the store, as well as raising funds for their match that's going to happen in September. So as everybody knows, there's a need for not only families but small children for food. We're working hard to raise funds for Second Harvest and the 18 counties that they operate in near the store here. So we would love for you to stop into Hy-Vee. We have a Roundup campaign going on right now where you can round up your grocery order to the next dollar amount, and those funds will go directly to Second Harvest. I would just like to thank everyone for your support for our 100 million meal campaign and for supporting Second Harvest. Like I say, it's a huge mission of ours, as well as Second Harvest, and to take care of the needy families and the needy children that we have out there. So again, thank you for your support, and we appreciate everything you do for Hy-Vee and Second Harvest.
I think Altec supports Second Harvest for a couple of key reasons. The first is the mission at Second Harvest aligns so well with a set of values that Altec really tries to run our business and live by. And a couple of those values include financial stability, where we know a food insecure family is really going to have a hard time being successful. Yeah, Altec recognizes there's a great need for exactly the type of things that Second Harvest does. You know, we know that 1 in 5 kids in Buchanan County alone are food insecure. Second Harvest comes alongside the district and provides students with somewhere in the neighborhood of 4,000 backpacks full of food every year when the district can't really meet their needs, but Second Harvest fills that gap. And so it's just a wonderful program.
At Second Harvest, we know that summer break takes away the opportunity for kids that receive free or reduced lunches to get access to nutritious meals. So what happens to these children when school is out? The No Hunger Summer program offers free lunches to children 18 and under 5 days a week during the summer. Each lunch contains a sandwich, fruit, vegetable, snack, and milk. We also add chips in there for a little extra fun. This summer, we had 26 feeding sites at local parks, churches, and apartment complexes across 6 counties in Missouri and Kansas. To learn more about how you can volunteer next summer, you can visit our website. Or if you'd like to get a lunch site set up in your area, give us a call at the number on the screen. Because summer should be a time for fun, not hunger.
So I decided to be an intern with Second Harvest because I grew up in St. Joe, and I grew up in a lower income household where, you know, I didn't really know where my next meal was coming from, maybe sometimes. And so I got to help now serve where I am in a position where I can help. So volunteers come to the SMC Center and they pick up, and then they go to the location that they're placed for the day, and they make the lunches. So they put the milks and the sandwiches in the sack lunches and then hand them out to the kids. I get to see a lot of really cool kids and talk to them and see how their summer is going, and get to talk to them about their school and like what they enjoy doing. And it's really cool to go out and serve in my community that I grew up in, and I get to see all these little kids super excited to come get lunch, and I get to talk to them, and it's really cool.
Well, hello friends, it's September, and you know what that means? It's Hunger Action Month. Within every community, people are working hard to provide for themselves and for their families, and yet 1 in 7 of your neighbors is facing food insecurity right now. So, every September, Feeding America and food banks like Second Harvest participate in a nationwide campaign designed to spread awareness and engage the public in the movement to end hunger. You see, access to food and nutrition is an important part of people's lives, but it goes beyond just nourishing the body. When people are fed, futures are nourished, and individuals can go from simply surviving to thriving. So how can you help? How can you participate in Hunger Action Month? Well, you can help by bringing awareness to hunger in your community. Throughout September, we want to turn our community orange to generate public awareness. So, put on your best orange gear and tag Second Harvest on social media to spread the word. We have several opportunities for you to join us in the fight to end hunger as well. You can volunteer with us here at Second Harvest, packing boxes or bagging produce, or serving at one of our food distribution sites region-wide. You could even host your own fund and food drive to help gather non-perishable food items and funds to support families in need. You could challenge your coworkers, neighbors, and friends to raise funds and food for families in our communities. We want to invite everyone to consider this September, right now, consider making a special donation to Second Harvest during Hunger Action Month. To learn more about how you can get involved, scan the QR code on your screen, give us a call, or visit our website at shcfb.org.
Implemented in 2016, the Fresh Mobile Pantry program is designed to distribute fresh produce and lean proteins to the community by bringing these items right to our neighbors. Throughout the month, our mobile trucks visit towns all throughout our service area, and individuals are able to get access to healthy foods without ever leaving the comfort of their car. Mobile pantry sites are determined from criteria that evaluates the need alongside the access to other food and resources like grocery stores or brick and mortar pantries. If a town does not have these resources, they're known as a food desert, or an area in which food is hard to come by. Now let's hear from one of our mobile pantry sites.
At this mobile pantry, we have served up to 750 individuals in an hour. I know for a fact that everyone out there, I tell everyone out there that helps me, if you know one of these families that needs a little extra help, maybe an extra bag of apples or carrots or something, and we have it, then we would share that. I've had a person that has walked up with a wagon. I know people wait in line and they should have a turn, but somebody that's in a wagon sat out there for a long time, we usually address that. And, you know, it's kind of sad to see. I have some families that have 12 children, and it's nice to know that we can help them too. We try to have a conversation with them a little bit when they come, so we get a lot of compliments about that. Well, it's not, they're not a number, but we may not know them personally, but it's two groups coming together for the benefit of all. And I think that's realized just by, I would say, attitude is a huge thing, that we're not here thinking anybody has any potential problems, or that doesn't matter. You're in line, we're putting a bag in your car, or we're putting 2 bags in your car, and we'll see you next time. and it goes no farther than that. So.
At Freudenthal Home-Based Healthcare, we strive to keep seniors happy, healthy, and at home. We know that an important part of that comes from the nutrition that's available to them. That's why we are so proud to partner with Second Harvest Community Food Bank. Through the years, Freudenthal has supported the food bank's mission in many ways, the most important being delivering senior boxes to local homebound neighbors. We love that we are able to give back to an organization that lends a hand to the same group we work with, because teamwork is the key when you're working in healthcare. Join us in supporting Second Harvest by scanning the QR code on your screen today.
Our partnership with Second Harvest Food Bank is one is to be a part of the whole food distribution system here in the region. So we are, as we have participants register here, they're also can participate in all of the other pantries. The other is that we can receive some fresh food and vegetables as available from Second Harvest, and also coming up we'll be able to be assisted through grant requests. As it really is on donations that we're able to operate operate this service. We have volunteers who are, they will work in other areas in the community. It's for a couple hours. They don't get any breaks. They work working here. They work solid for 2 hours. Some of our volunteers are very obnoxious, but they're on community service, and we make sure we have a place for them too. We had a family of 8, and Dad was changing careers and going to a job in which he could provide a living, and that was to get his CDL license. But that required a couple of months of having to go to the school and get the training. In the meantime, this provided for that family. And one of the things that Mother did is she came in with her kids every time and would stand there by our front desk and say to all the volunteers in the back, a big, huge thank you. There are no conditions attached to receiving food. You simply show up. There are no constrictions on income guidelines or housing size or anything like that. Here at the Nutrition Center, I want to take you on a quick tour of how we distribute fresh food to people in our community. We get all of the fresh food from the 5 big box stores in town, from Sam's Club, North and South Walmart, Hy-Vee, and Price Chopper. We pick those up Monday through Friday in our truck, and the truck will come and it enters into this dock here, and from this dock they unload it, and they will bring pallets of food in here. In this part here, as we see, we're getting breads and desserts that are ready for distribution. And then the rest of the food that, of course, needs to be cooled comes into this room here. And this room here is on the days when we're not distributing, they put the food in the coolers and to keep them ready for distribution. So the most longest that food is held is about 48 hours before it's distributed. We do it on Wednesdays and Fridays from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. We'll do about 300, 350 households or 800 to 1,000 people in each of those 2-hour periods. Here we have the volunteers are taking the food and they are putting it into the boxes. What we look to provide is a day's work of fresh food per meal for each household. Obviously, sometimes they'll get more than that, and it depends on the quantity of food that would normally be going to the dump. So we're rescuing that and able to get that out to help meet people's hunger needs. And then from there, these boxes are taken out here to the front. And they are placed on this conveyor belt. And from here they are distributed, boxes are distributed according to the size of their household. They're able to receive one food box each week, so that throughout the course of the month they're receiving 4 to 5 boxes. Off here is to the left here. This is our the staff that meet them first when they come and they sign in. They register with their name, address, and numbers of people in their household. And from there, they're in a computer system, and we are able to check them in outside. The numbers that we have, I can show you that because it really does make a difference. And perhaps, so there are numbers here. From June is the number of volunteer households, about 2,300 there in June, 6,300 plus individuals. 6 months ago, we were serving half of those, so the need has more than doubled for us in that period of time. We keep track of all that, the number of households and individuals that we serve. The other is volunteer hours. That becomes important because this operation is run totally by volunteers in our community, and they are able to make it happen. We invite you to spread the word about the Nutrition Center, and both for people who need it, to be able to go to meet their hunger needs and close those gaps, or those who are looking to volunteer or find ways in which they can support the work of this Nutrition Center. And for any questions, they can go to www.crossing-outreach.org. And thank you.
Out-of-town friends who can't make it to our warehouse in St. Joseph, there are opportunities in your community as well. We're always looking for help at our Fresh Mobile Pantry distributions, helping load cars with fresh produce and lean protein. Or you can volunteer at your local pantry, stocking shelves and sorting donations. If you'd like to learn more about how you can volunteer, visit our website and fill out the volunteer form. At Second Harvest, we know volunteers are our most valuable asset. Without the hundreds of volunteer hours that are put in each month, we would not be able to reach the 49,000 neighbors in our area facing food insecurity. Today, I'm going to show you a few of the opportunities we have available. One of our most fun group activities is netting produce with these fun netting machines here. And everything that's bagged on site goes to our Fresh Mobile Pantry distributions. So I'm going to show you how it works. Normally, we have 2 volunteers at each station, one feeding the machine and one catching the netting at the end. So what you do, you just take your produce, send it through the chute, catch the bag at the end, put it through the clipper, and normally we put 10 to 12 onions, but at the end, you have a fun family-sized produce bag just like you see at the grocery store. If you'd rather be out on the road, we have local delivery routes available. Once a week, we need volunteers to run our Backpack Buddy school routes throughout the school year, delivering boxes to the St. Joseph Elementary Schools. Once a month, we need help delivering boxes to local senior box recipients in apartment complexes.
Senior adults are one of our most vulnerable populations. With medical bills and lack of transportation, it can be hard for our senior neighbors to access the assistance they deserve. We know how important it is that everyone has access to healthy food. So, Second Harvest is proud to distribute senior boxes to those in our community. Each month, we provide around 1,200 boxes through our facility, pantries, apartment complexes, and even homebound deliveries. But each year, our waitlist is growing and growing. With your donation, we can help even more seniors get the food they need to thrive. Each senior box costs $299 for a year. If you would like to donate to this program and sponsor a senior, scan the QR code on your screen.
Our menus always vary, but this is essentially what we put into each different menu build. We start with 2 containers of shelf-stable milk. So you'll always have milk for your breakfast. Right now we've got cereal. A lot of times it's going to be oatmeal. And then for our pasta, right now we have mac and cheese, spaghetti, and sauce. We try to do whole wheat noodles just to make it a bit more heart healthy. Then we do several things of canned fruits and veggies. Right now we have applesauce and mixed vegetables, no salt added, just to make it, again, a little bit more heart healthy. Then we do a plant-based protein. So right now we've got beans. Then we do rice, which again, we usually try to make brown rice just to make it a little bit healthier, but right now we got white. Finally, we have a package of chicken and canned tuna. So you can always be adding that to your different recipes. And my personal favorite, peanut butter. It costs $2.99 to support a senior for an entire year. If you would like to donate, call the number on the screen.
Everyone should have access to healthy, nutritional food and the ability to put that food on their table. But the reality is that many of our neighbors do not. There are families throughout our region that have a limited budget and are facing the difficult choice between food and the essentials like rent, childcare, or medicine. I'm inviting you today to become a Hunger Hero, a monthly donor to Second Harvest. As a Hunger Hero, your monthly support will help keep our warehouse stocked with healthy and nutritious food for our neighbors to access all year round. For every dollar that is donated to Second Harvest, we can provide up to 3 meals. Our vision is a hunger-free Northwest Missouri and Northeast Kansas. With your help, we can make that vision a reality.
As the current board president of Second Harvest Community Food Bank, I know how critical hunger is to our neighbors in need. Access to healthy food is a priority because it's one major area that separates leading nations. A full stomach is crucial to a person's survival and their way of life. Our region has been fortunate enough to have a food bank that serves the community through many programs aimed at providing healthy and nutritional food sources to those who may not have access to these resources otherwise. The neighbors we serve range from children to senior adults with the goal of lessening food insecurities in the region. I am proud to say that the mission of Second Harvest aligns with the American Angus Association in a way that we aim to provide high-quality, consistent, and sustainable beef, much like the food bank focuses on healthy produce and protein. The most rewarding part of being on this board is witnessing the dedication, passion, and drive of the staff in the pursuit of diminishing hunger insecurities in the region. If you would like to join me in the Second Harvest in the fight to end hunger, you can scan the QR code on the screen or give us a call.
Thank you for sticking around to watch this year's Second Harvest TV special. It's our goal during Hunger Action Month to educate as many people as we can about what a food bank does and how you can get involved in your community. We hope that in the future, you too will join the fight to end hunger, whether it be through volunteering, donating, or advocating for your neighbors. The time for action is now. If you'd like to make a donation, you can scan the QR code on your screen or visit our website at www.shcfb.org. On behalf of everyone here at Second Harvest, thank you to those who shared their stories today, and thank you for tuning in with us. We'll see you next time.